Federal government's new plan against Nnamdi Kanu revealed. Hours after President Muhammad Buhari met the Federal Republic of Nigerian Commander-in-Chief and the country's top citizen, he eventually drafted a proposal for what he would do with IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu for his audio incitation with all living former heads of state and former presidents. A virtual meeting was held by former chairman Olusegun Aremu Obasanjo, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, Ernest Shonekan, Abdulsalam Abubakar, and former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, organized by federal government. The federal government attended the meeting. General Yakubu Gowon. The meeting was held. After a meeting with former Nigerian leaders, President Muhammad Buhari vowed to make every effort to ensure normal return in the country and bring to book all those involved in violent acts. The government of the United Kingdom (UK) is also told of a petition made by the forbidden indigenous people of Biafra IPOB chief Nnamdi Kanu concerning an alleged incentive to audio recording in Lagos and elsewhere in the south. He was accused of protesting, plundering, and murder. In the viralized audio, IPOB's leader had overheard his protesters and told him that he was disguising himself as EndSARS protester, disrupting the peaceful demonstrations and damaging the authorities, the military, the police, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government land. Nnamdi Kanu was also liable for some disturbance in the audio in Lagos, and they caused the Nigerians to respond mixedly. However, the IPOB leader ignored his arguments and branded him as false information by his enemies, who wanted to only hate the Yorubas and Igbos. Without fire, they are saying no smoke. So let's cross our fingers and see how things unfold. Thank you for listening to this news. It's a lie. It's a complete lie from the pit of hell. You understand? It's a complete lie. The federal government has framed all these lies in order to gain favor from the international country, because they know what the international country are out to do to them. First and foremost, let me remind you people that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started interfering over this matter, before he started saying a word, the massacre at the Lekki tollgate has already occurred. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only started talking after the massacre has already come to play at Lekki. In fact, what attracted the attention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the Lekki massacre. Yes, let me just tell you this. That was what actually attracted his attention. If not, you wouldn't have heard his voice. And you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the kind of person that hates humiliation, intimidation, and brutality. He hates it to the highest level. Has he not been the one intervening for the Christians massacre? Whenever the federal government, whenever there is an attack on the Christians in the north, or there is an attack on the Christians by the bandits, it's always Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is even far away, Nigerian, will run to the ICC and raise an alarm before our president will now go up there to raise alarm. It won't even raise any alarm. They will hear the information from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before they will now start intervention. You understand? So what actually attracted the attention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the massacre at the Lekki tollgate. All the while the protest has been going on in Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never interfered. It was a massacre, and when after the massacre, what I overheard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saying then was he had to speak to the protesters not his IPOP members, because then his IPOP members has not joined the protest. They were avoiding the protest in order not to be painted with any bad name. You understand? So he talked to them. He said, "Look, youths, you people must remain united and with one voice." You understand? He said, "Remain with one voice and united. Don't be distracted because of what has happened. Remain focused. They are only trying to scare you people out of the road. You need to make your voice heard." That's what he said. "And don't worry. Next week, my boys will join the protest. Then the federal government will now see what protest is all about." You understand? Okay, now the moment the IPOP members join the protest, then all these atrocities have been committed. Has been committed already. And the IPOP that joined the protest, they joined the protest in support of the protesters in order for their voice to be heard. They never demolished anything. The people that demolished properties in Lagos State are those hoodlums that hijacked the protest and not the IPOP. Do you call IPOP hoodlums? Do you? IPOP are unarmed group. Do you understand? They are not hoodlums. Okay, and besides, they are under the control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyone that is seen with weapon will be disciplined. They have laws. They have laws. So you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. All these things are just framed so that they will get favored from the international world, because they know that they have messed up. They have messed up. They are only trying to gain sympathy because UN has already made up their mind to dismiss the president and his cabals out of seats. So they are looking for who to put the whole grunt on his head. Unknown to them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is already a figurehead in the international community, in the international organization. They already know him as a peacemaker and a blunt speaker who doesn't take nonsense. So there is nothing they will say that will make them to believe them, except they want to, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an illiterate, which he is not. You understand? So let them just cut this crap and let go the issue. All right. So my viewers, you can see the kind of administration that we are. You can see. So please, what's your own idea? What's your own take on this matter? Please, deem it fit to leave your own part of the comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.